Hello, hello, hello. Wow, what a morning. 2.5 hours to get a blood test. Uh, Crazy shit. And the power went out, I guess, yesterday, and it knocks out everything, and I have to reconnect everything, and I had everything reconnected except the microphone. So that took like 5 minutes to do that. So that's why I'm late. I didn't expect to be this late, but I am. That's just the way it goes, folks. It's just me. It's real live television, or if you want to call it that, or live streaming. Oh, it is brutal today. Hot, 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 and it's going to get hotter. This could be the worst day of the week so far because it doesn't look. It rained last night, and that leaves just a little enough moisture outside there to make the humidity unbearable. Not as unbearable as it is on the uh, shit. Oh, wait, that's where I want to go. Where you go, Abraham Lincoln. The Abraham Lincoln is like, forget about it. That's unbearable. 200 straight days, 5,000 people cramped into a very small area. Jets flying all of 24 hours a day. Ship maneuvering 24 hours a day. Haven't been in port for 200 days. They've been out there longer than that, but they haven't touched a port for 200 days. And this is all Trump, and then what they said that, where was it? I had it down. Carriers are exceeding the recommended time period of alert, But to see that doesn't mean anything to Trump. Trump said they weren't out there long enough. So he's, he said it's not long enough. That's ridiculous, that. I mean, come on. You know nothing about the military. You don't even know anything about the Boy Scouts, for Christ's sakes. You don't know anything about any charitable or military or installation that, is pertinent to the world. All you know about is your little self. I'm cool. I don't have to be worried about nothing. I'm the most loved man in the world. Well, I'm not going to say the most disliked or anything. I will say the most untrustworthy man in the world. And you can ask any Arab about that. Ask anybody that's ever been in business with him about that. And they'll tell you the same thing. He is the most untrustworthy piece of shit in the world. And he does, and he loves it, and he keeps saying, I'm the most loved person in the world. Look at me. I'm the smartest person in this room. The room has to be empty for that to be true. I got 9-year-old nephew that's smarter than he is, and that's scary, Oh, man. I don't know. I know submarines stay out like 6 to 9 months at a time. And they spend 90% of that time underwater. So that takes us, but they know that going into it, That aircraft carrier has got Marines on it as well as everybody else, So this is just like, that's just got to be lovely. And when you put Marines and Navy together for a long period of time, they do not get along. Uh, in combat, they get along fine, but you put 1,000 Marines and 4,000 Navy personnel together, if that's what it is. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not even sure the Marines are on the Abraham Lincoln. That's how they usually transport them they get transported by ship. There's usually a contingent on a aircraft carrier. I don't know why they do that, but there usually is a bunch of them there. So that's fun. And, what'd you do today? I stood up. Where'd you go? To the bunk across the way. I mean, that's pretty much the way it is. But then again, you got it. Submariners are a special breed of people. You're in a vessel that knows that at any moment the world above you could disappear, and you could be part of the cause. And now you're sitting there, and you can't talk to anybody. Your radio silence. Finally, you come up and you try to contact somebody, or you're just listening for call signs or radio music or anything. There's nothing going on, which there would be for a period of time, because most radio stations and everything that are out there now are automatic. The DJs don't have to be there. They're just, to read current commercials or current news. That's it. But they don't have any input really into what's going on. That's sad. DJs were the best thing about radio stations, Then they had the VJs, which were the video jocks on MTV. And MTV doesn't do that anymore. There's very little free music out there now. There's very little creativity in the music world. And a lot of these women that think they have talent, their voices aren't really that good. Some are very, very good, but they're still dressed like, they dress sexy because that's the only way to get people to show up. And it costs so much money to go on concert tour now that the tickets are so ridiculously expensive. A true fan is in debt to their ass, unless they're rich. Because true fans want to see every concert in their area, and that gets ridiculously expensive, The Capitol Theater, I don't know whether that's still going on in Passaic, used to be a great place for music. Stone Pony down the shore was a great place for music. These are in Jersey. Now you don't know. Because people want electronic music, EDM, is that what they call it? EDM? Electronic dance music. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That stuff sucks. These guys, I read a story where this guy got $100,000 a show, this DJ, because he would pack the place when he showed up. And all he did was write a program for his computer to play. He had all this equipment up on the stage, and 80% of it didn't work. It was for show. He plugged in his computer and he went and he did it. He'd sit there and fiddle with it, and that did nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was just something for him to do to look like he's busy. And he'd dance around a little bit, listening. I'm supposing he's listening to the music too. But you didn't need him. Plug his computer in and the thing plays. The light show goes, everything goes. So he gets paid $100,000 a night for something that took him an hour or 2 hours. Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It took him a week to put together, edit, and everything like that. Okay, and that's don't know how much that's worth to, but it's not worth $100,000. He gets $100,000 a night. So he comes and does a month. He's made $500,000. What's he need to work for? Unless that's all going up his nose. That equipment is not that expensive. It's a one-time investment for as long as you want to keep it. But the music he isn't creating the music. He's matching it together. He's just editing some sound, and that's hard to do, but not impossible to do. And once you get the hang of it, and once you know what you're doing, it's very easy to do. It's not. I've done it, and it's not that difficult to do. And these guys are definitely overpaid. But the overpaid is one thing. I mean, if you want to pay the guy, $100,000 for the program, and then he every time somebody uses it on stage or is used on a stage, you get $20,000 or something, $50,000 or something like that. That's fine. I understand that. You're leasing the music. He put it together. You're leasing the music, But to pay him $100,000 a night to stand up there and do basically absolutely nothing. There's nothing for him to do. You don't need him. Oh, well, listen. What's going on? Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, there was another 7+. This was 7.8 in Indonesia earthquake. Something's going on, folks. You had Venezuela, United States, Mexico, now Indonesia, in less than 6 months. I think within the last 6 months. That's scary as hell. I don't know how many people actually understand that doesn't happen all the time. And they're traveling. They're not all in one location. And you're going Venezuela. I think it was United States, Mexico, and then Indonesia's over here. So you're basically going from east to west in the travels of these, and that's not normal. I guess it's the end of the world time, folks. So my suggestion to you, if that's the case, drink heavily, get some good drugs, stay stoned, don't give a fuck. It's one way to stop a war. I wonder if he does what I think he's going to do, and what we've all said, I've said repeatedly that he will do, which is prevent the 2026 midterms from happening. I wonder if the people are going to revolt, or are they just going to sit back and say, because if they sit back and go, whatever happens next is their fault. You cannot criticize the government for anything. You're going to lose all your rights. You're going to lose everything, every little thing, if you let that stand. It's going to be like in school. You're going to have to raise your hand to take a pee. And it's up to the teacher whether he lets you go or makes you pee in your pants. You know what I mean? I've seen that done. That was never done to me, but I've seen it done. My punishment was getting beaten up. They lived to punch me around and stuff like that. I don't like being told what to do. In case you haven't heard that before from me. Anyhow, this is it for the weekend. I am going to think. I saw a couple of people flash on here for Saturday, so that's all right. Okay, I'll keep doing it, but I'm going to start a little. I'm not going to be 11 o'clock. I can't guarantee the time because we do personal things. I might be earlier. I might be on at 10 o'clock. Just check me out. If you're a subscriber, you'll get a notification, I think. And but the rest of you people, just they want to check me out. Check me out. I try to get on by 11 o'clock, but I can't guarantee anything anymore because I have a life. You know what I'm saying? Something's going on Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment. I don't know what time it is. Hopefully, it's not too early, because that causes a great many problems, because you're not the only people I have to worry about. I have to worry about Lucy, too. And I have to get her to a doctor, see what's going on with her. In the meantime, everybody, take care. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And God willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll be back Monday, or the earth doesn't shatter. We'll be back Monday. Take care.